Okay. Okay, so like take 6. There might be a fly going across the screen at some point. I'm not going to worry about it this time around. Okay, today's video is about sitting in the power. And so sitting in the power, what is that? That is practicing the frequency we need to be at, and learning the subtle energies of what spirit being within our aura feels like. Okay, so you can do that at the beginning in meditation, but as you learn, we can bring our attention to the energies that are around us any time of the day. You're doing the dishes, who's around me, right? Bring your attention to where you've learned, either from the back or from the side. Like, look over there. Oh, look, there's somebody there. But looking with your energy, not with your physical eyes, or you could, right? Sitting in the power is getting comfortable and learning about how we, our individual selves, work with spirit and how they communicate with us. That's all it is. At a certain point, you want to remove some of the tools you're using because you know the subtle energy. You invite spirit in, out, they give you some tingles somewhere, kind of like a doorbell, to know when they're there. If you don't want to talk to them, we'll have a video about boundaries. You just be like, I don't want to communicate with you right now, or I do. And some people who are more grounded have a harder time, but it's just about subtle energies. We'll do a video maybe on that sometime. Okay, so it's just about bringing our focus to the energies around us. Okay, we can use at what frequency we need to be at. Okay, so we're going to use a elevator analogy here. So if you're a really grounded person, you're operating on a day-to-day, right, basis on a more grounded level. But to communicate with spirit, we need to be up in the higher chakras, higher frequencies. So we need to bring our vibration and our attention up into a higher level of our attention to a higher level. So it's like we raise our frequency up, we move up the elevator. So that's part of what sitting in the power is, getting used to the feeling of being in the higher frequencies. Some people who are already operating a lot in the higher frequencies need to learn how to be more grounded and what being more grounded feels like in their person, in their body, just as we're operating throughout the day, right? So we want to live day to day around the heart chakra area. We don't want to be too up in the clouds, and we don't want to be too grounded. Okay, when we're operating, so if we practice going up and down the elevator, being really grounded, being up in the clouds, and the faster we can go up and down in the elevator, the easier it's going to be to connect with spirit. I was a person who was day to day operating in the higher frequencies. So when I was learning how to work with spirit, once I realized the subtle energies and how to recognize that that was spirit for me, I was working with my guide and I'd get a big tingling on my shoulder, and that would cause me to look around with my energy, make the connection if I wanted to. I was really bad at boundaries in the beginning, so I was curious all the time. One time I was doing the dishes, and I was like listening to music. I was all happy, you know, like in a really happy love space, which is the vibration that we really want to be at to easily keep and hold the connection with spirit. And I kind of like looked around, right? And there's all these spirits around and they have all this joy energy, and so we had like a spirit party, right? So we kind of want to live like everybody's striving to be happy, right? To be happy on a really deep level. This is where personal development can be really helpful. If we're regularly depressed or sad, you know, and our lower chakras are a bit blocked, our energy isn't flowing as well. So learning about energy and your energy and just energy awareness and subtle energies is a really important part of developing your mediumship and sitting in the power, and living in the power, right? Because you never know, there might be you might be called to work with spirit in a different way than you're currently wanting to work with spirit. And so hanging out with spirit, sitting in the power is going to be that's why we develop. That's how we develop, is just being with them. Right? So I'm going to be making a video. You can look for it if you want to know more, targeted about if you're really grounded, some of the things that can help you to more easily make a connection, some of the personal development things that you're going to possibly be coming across to look at to help raise your vibration on a day-to-day level on a more permanent basis. So there'll be one for people who are really grounded, and then one for the other end of the spectrum for people who are really having a hard time being grounded. So if you're overly empathic, even more detailed than the previous video that I made and more geared towards developing mediumship. Okay, so if you have questions, drop them in the comments. I'm on Facebook and Instagram, both Wendo's Light, wendoslight@gmail.com. And awesome. I love you. I hope you have a good day. Maybe this video was helpful for you. You can do it. We're all spirits in a body. So why can't, you know, we can all, with some work, talk to spirits and energies that don't have a body, right? It's just a matter of learning those little tiny, very subtle differences in energy. And with practice, you can do it and kick butt. So level up. Have a nice day.